Good morning. Today we're going to talk about practicing what you want to do on the range. When you go to the range, I guess you can just have fun and keep shooting, or you can use that time to develop some habits that will help you to instinctively know how to do certain things. So we're going to talk about a few things today. We'll talk about reloading, clearing a jam, drawing your weapon or percenting, brandishing your weapon, and then shooting. However you practice, you will do the same thing in a real encounter. Whatever habits, good or bad, you develop during practice will stay with you. So be careful how you practice and what you do. My recommendation is to use one platform, use one weapon. Avoid mixing up different firearms. Each firearm is a little bit different, has different characteristics. Stay with one platform. The first thing we want to do is practice reloading. There are two techniques of reloading. You can either speed load or you can do what's called a tactical reload. Let's discuss the speed reload. The speed reload is when your weapon, your pistol, typically a semi-automatic pistol, when the slide stays open and your magazine is depleted of ammunition after you shoot a few times. Now, in order to replace the magazine, you do what's called a speed reload. You always want to get your magazine from the same place. If you choose to keep the magazine in your pocket, you better keep it always in your pocket. But I would recommend not keeping it in your pocket. And the reason why, you want to do a reload while you point your muzzle of the pistol at your target. You don't want to look at your pistol while you're reloading. You want to keep pointing it at the target. And in order to do that efficiently, you want to be able to pull the magazine from a known place, instinctively. In my case, I have a cargo pants that I wear. There's a little pouch in here that's perfect for another magazine. And when you pull the magazine, it should be positioned so you pull it out with your index finger here on your support hand, pointing towards the bullet tip. So you place the magazine in your pouch with the bullet facing forward. When you pull it out, your index finger should be on the bullet tip like this, ready to shove it in there. Let's demonstrate, okay? I'm going to shoot a few rounds and then reload. And we'll see how that goes. Slide stays open. I pull the magazine, next magazine out, hold it like this, release the magazine with my thumb. It falls out. I just let it drop. And before it drops, you want to shove this other magazine in and tap it, and then rack. So it should become very, very automatic. Let's try that again. Okay, Magazine is depleted. Action is back. Let me try to do it at normal speed that I would do. I would pull the magazine, release, back, ready to go. You want to keep your eye on the target. All right? One of the other things that you want to include in changing magazines is to move while you're doing it. You want to move laterally. You don't want to stay at the same position, because if there is an assailant, he knows where you're at, and if he hears a magazine drop or hears you fiddling with it, he can come out and shoot you. You want to move away from what your normal position is. So let's do this again. All right. Magazine is in the pouch. I'm depleted. And here's what I want to do. Pull the magazine, step to the side, pull it out if necessary. All right. I hope that's clear. Now, let's go and do a tactical reload. A tactical reload is where you've depleted most of your magazine, but there's still a bullet in the chamber. There's a lull in the shooting, and what you want to do at this point is release the magazine, pull the magazine first from your pouch in the normal way, then with between your pinky and your ring finger, you grab the magazine that's partially depleted, and you put the other magazine in, tap, and you're ready to shoot. The magazine that you pulled out, put your fingertip like so, your index finger, put it in your pouch. Now, when this magazine is depleted totally, you still have a few shots left in the other one, so you can put it back in there if you need it to. You want to do all of this without looking at the gun. You want to keep looking at the target. You want to keep your firearm at the target, ready to shoot, and you may want to move laterally at the same time. Let's try to do that. There's a lull in the action. Pull out a magazine. Ready to shoot. You don't want to deviate too much from keeping your muzzle right at the target. Alright? Let's do it and include some motion. There's a lull. Pull the magazine. Ready to shoot. Ready to shoot. All right. Next thing we want to do is practice how to clear a jam. Jams can be caused by numerous situations. One of the more common ones is that you accidentally release the magazine while you pull the weapon from the holster, or in the excitement you push the magazine release button as you get ready to fire. That's not an uncommon thing. So let me demonstrate what happens when you pull the magazine, when the magazine is slightly extracted from the holster and you don't feel it, you know, you're nervous. So you shoot. Now when you try to shoot again, there's only a click because the magazine was partially pulled out. The next bullet did not go into the chamber. So what do? It should become very routine for you to tap, roll, and rack. Keep your finger off the trigger while you do that. Tap, roll, rack. That puts another round in the chamber. Let's try that again. Pull the gun, the magazine is slightly extended. Fire, click. Bang. Should be very, very automatic. Very, very automatic. You tap, roll, rack. When you rack, you let the slide, bring it back and let it snap forward by itself. You don't want to ease it forward. That can cause a whole nother problem of a misfire. Now, if tap, roll, and rack doesn't work because of another kind of a fault, and there are a variety of other faults, double feed and so on. So you need to be aware that those can't happen and you need to practice this. If it does happen, what you want to do is you want to do a you want to pull the magazine back if you can. I mean the slide back if you can. You want to roll. You want to remove the magazine at that point. So you lock the slide back, remove the magazine, roll, rack a few times, shove the magazine back in, and rack one last time to put a new round in. Let me demonstrate. You shoot, click, it misfires for some reason, all right? You want to bring the slide back, lock it in place, remove the magazine, maybe stick it under your arm, get everything out that you possibly can, lock it in place, tap, ready to... Alright? So you want to slide back, slide the slide back, remove the magazine, stick it under your arm, clear the jam, bring the magazine back up, ready to shoot. There you go. All right. This is part one of what you should practice. Let's go to part two in a minute.